Okay, hello. So check it out. I'm bringing you in, y'all, because it really is. It's a new zodiac season, right? Like, y'all have got Easter. I was going to do a whole diatribe on that. If you don't know much about me, which you probably don't, I definitely took some religious studies courses planning on being a pastor a very, very long time ago. And I'm very appreciative of those studies and the knowledge that I gained and the ability to study, religion and the Bible and world religions from an academic standpoint versus a heartfelt, taught in the home type of thing. So I don't know why that's coming out here in the beginning, but I just... I guess I feel a little bad about that last reading, but this is what the universe is like. No, it's time. Like, it's been set off because I've been hearing there's so many comments like, why don't you tell me what's crappy about myself? And then the universe is like, why don't we tell them what's crappy about themselves? Because I do this all the time, right? Like, people don't realize that the way that I cultivate and curate my life is through, like, what did I do? What was my part in it? How could I be better? I'm so hard on myself. People see me as some whatever perfection. I'm not competing with you. I guarantee you I'm not competing with you. I'm competing with myself. And that's kind of a scary thing. And that's why I am so, focused. You see this. You don't see that I wake up in the morning and I'm on my laptop for 16 hours straight. Doing the little things, tweaking the little things, finding the pretty photos and finding the perfect fonts and all the other stuff. Eventually I'll have somebody to do that for me, but right now I don't. Those are all the things, you just see it and you think I'm just coming out, poof. Yeah, it's in my head, and then I gotta put it down, and then I gotta find the software to do it, and then I gotta figure out how to work the software, so I gotta do the tutorials. I spend days on end just learning software tutorials to learn something new, because I don't know if I like it or not. There's a lot of touch and getting touch and go. Okay, here we go. What makes you so magnetic? Because you're so magnetized to yourself. Pile number 1. Oh, let me give you some things. Sorry. For the Nazis. Yeah, if you don't want me to say that, click off. We use Cards Against Humanity for divination on this channel. If you find that offensive, you do not belong. When you get a thicker skin, come on back down to the water's edge. Here we go. Pile number 1. I think we're only going to do 3. I think that's all I got. I was hoping for a sticker, but we've got cards. We've got Tarantula. Pile number 3. I guess we're going for the cards then. Tarantula in the upright. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Nightingale in reverse. Very, very interesting. Pile number 3. Black egg. In reverse. I'm hearing High Priestess with the microphone. That is a reading that you can find on another. If you look that up on YouTube, that might be a reading for you. Yeah, interesting. What's here on the bottom? We've got Fox in reverse. Okay. So, what makes you so magnetic? We've got Fox in reverse, and we've got 6 of Cups in reverse here on the bottom. Very interesting. I'm getting, just as an overall energy, I've been watching this chick. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Stardusted, whatever. Oh, I live for her reads. I love her. And she talks about, we're not going to mix these, but she has this overall feeling for the read, and I feel it here. And it's this, you're so magnetic because you just don't care. I feel like this is a pile of 3 high priests or high priestesses, or on their way, or somewhere in, because I'm there's so much activity here with the tarantula, with the nightingale. This is someone moving in silence, and then we have black egg, that someone's they're ethereal, but they're letting it all hang out. I almost feel like, of course, we want those watch time hours, right? I love that. I'm not here to be monetized. If I did, I wouldn't have almost 700 videos up on this channel, right? I would have done something sexier and something more fun, and I would have been more consistent. I would have done all of the things, right? I just did what I could do at the time that I was able to do it. And so that's why this channel, I'm so proud of it, because I mean, talk about a lot of content. Right, I can go through and you can see, like, people are like, oh, well, she's like Looney Tunes or whatever. Like, you can see since 2020, I've been pretty, you can look at all my reviews, you can look at all the people that I work for, you can look at all the Airbnbs that I've turned over and turned into, like, really high grossing income properties. You can look at all the things that I've got going on. But you can look at my YouTube channel and say, oh, she's only got less than 1,000 subscribers. And I'm like, you know what? You can go suck it. Because all that experience between of making these almost 700 videos and the time that I've tried, all the things. And so I'm just talking to, like, the collective that I'm pulling that's coming through, right? With this new astrological year, right? I don't care about the rest of y'all. I know. It sounds bad. It sounds whatever. I'm not trying to be, it's just, it's energy to think about you. It's energy to, like, what else is there? If I'm no longer in your life and I pulled out suddenly or what, very, right? Like, I don't do that just on a whim, right? I give you a chance after chance after chance. And then when it's very clear to you and me, I will pull out and it'll be clear to everybody eventually, right? Because you'll talk shit about me and all that other stuff. But eventually, bad habits, right? It's all going to come to light. All I have to do is continue to conduct myself in the way that I want people to treat me. That's basically where I'm at right now. Why? Because my karma is so damn fast. And now you're starting to understand it. Because if you get sucked into my karmic tide, then you understand that karma is a real thing. And if you want to bring the effery, you're going to get the effery that I experience. And that's why I'm a monk nun. I'm monk puppy, right? Or at least I tried to be. But no, I have a temper. And I have so many vices that I have to try and, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've conquered a lot of them, but things still come up, right? I'm still reparenting myself. I'm still healing. I'm still dealing. I'm still processing. I'm still excavating. I'm still doing the shadow work. I'm just not, I don't have to, it's none of your business. And I don't wear it on my sleeve and it doesn't define me, right? I don't need you to know what I went through in order to, like, all of me ranting and raving is just calling people out because I'm not going to, like, either. I'm not going to sweep anything under the rug anymore, right? Like, that's not conducive either, right? I mean, I'm not running around, like, I'm not going to spend my life trying to, like, hunt down. I've got colleagues and friends that will do that just fine for me. Wow, where are we? I'm going to roll with it. If you're with me, you're with me. Let's get into it. Tarantula energy. Pile number 1. What makes you so damn magnetic? Woo, what are we talking about? It's that cold shoulder, baby. We got that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't give it. And we got the 8. It's really interesting. I'm getting the 8 legs of the tarantula because the tarantula energy is very... I didn't know anything about tarantulas. They scare the crap out of me. They're ground spiders. They actually burrow. Like, so they know when things are coming, right? They're kind of like scorpions, but they're not because they're not. But they do have that sense. They're very active. But they're very, like their hairs. And pardon me if I'm butchering this, whatever. I know very little, but what I do know, according to this book and things that I've picked up, and I like to with my animal cards, and I want to learn more about them, right? Because the more I learn about the animal itself, the more I learn about the animal itself, right? These are my cards that I use for profiling people. And when you have all of these cards, and then you're able to use them in the upright and the and in the reverse, right? Now, how many people do you have in your deck? You got 100 different archetypes, right? This is a lot of information when you start having a relationship with your spirit guides. And so this is an excellent deck to do it with because you're not really relying on And this is an intuitive deck. If you're afraid of being an intuitive reader, you don't have to be psychic or anything like that. This is intuitive. You can just go out and watch National Geographic and pick this deck up. You don't have to like necessarily go learn about tarot and archetypes and houses and planets and zodiacs. It's a lot of information. The tarot is actually very, you know, our oracle cards are very like much more, I feel, heartfelt. Tarot is a tool, and it's not as precise as I would love it to be, but goodness gracious, when you can use it, right? But that comes on, like, it took me a really long time. I had 11 decks before I started even really using my tarot decks. I was using my oracle cards, particularly this deck, because it just had so much, like, it was like I go to an Airbnb. I've had over 150 Airbnb reservations now, officially counted. Before I go into Airbnb, what is that person like? What is that? What type of person am I walking up in on? What is there? What do they present? What they are, like on the inside? And then what is the trait of them that I need to watch out for? And I've been doing this for years now, right? And I feel this is tarantula spirit energy, right? And so you're very hard to know and hard to get to know, because you don't let people, all of these people that want to be in and be all up in your borders and all up in the this, that, and the other, you're like, no, I'm getting like this red tent energy. Like in the biblical days, you had the women, like when they were menstruating, they were, you know, when you get into Leviticus, right? And they were like, you know, the women have to be outside of the camp a certain amount of feet or whatever, because they're unclean, because they're bleeding. Right, and so it was this actual time for the women to be able to recharge and pass stories on to each other and all of this stuff. It ended up being like a really, like, it's a beautiful, beautifully written book. But I'm getting that energy here where it's like your inner circle is your inner circle, even though you've got, I'm getting like you got your feelers everywhere out. You know everything, but you don't say anything, right? Okay, I'm like, ooh, let's get the tea leaves. Now I'm getting that really, like, old school witchy vibe. Like, I don't mean to, you know, but like gypsy culture, with, you know, tarot and cards and fortune telling. But like, I'm getting like Romania, Eastern, I'm getting Slavic, I'm getting Druid, Irish, I'm getting like Wales, like I'm getting that, like that right there. I feel like it was all like one continent. It got broken up by like a volcano, and then everybody just started talking different. It's like what, Babylon? I'm getting so much biblical reference. Maybe because I'm more open to, possibly because it's Easter weekend. These readings are timeless, but I'm very connected to the Christ consciousness, and Jesus is like one of my biggest, like, as an ascended master and just the Son of God. Jesus is my homie. And so I'm just really feeling, you know, and it's been coming up, like a lot of biblical type of stuff, because like, I don't denounce the Bible. What I denounce are the people that took authorship of the Bible and decided what was supposed to go in there and what was not supposed to, and how they changed little things and little languages. And that's why we have so many different religions, is because people are like, well, we're going to take this sentence and we're going to put this comma here, and then it's going to, you know, I don't do doctrine. I do heart. And Jesus was all heart. Jesus went into the temple. Jesus flipped the tables on the Pharisees and the prophets that were trying to make money and trying to turn the church into a business, right? Jesus went to the seaside and talked to the poor and hung out with prostitutes and like taxpayers, like, right? Like, Jesus was cool. What is this? We have in need of help, assistance, and guidance, talking about the Christ consciousness. I am just like, I've got the freaking chills right now. Yahweh is in the house. He has risen. And he's risen in you. Why are you so magnetic? Because you don't have to look for outwards. So Jesus is in you, God is in you, whatever you believe. Allah, the universe, source, nothing is in you. You are not looking for a handout. You have your whatever pulse that you need, whatever pulse you got your, even if it's Schumann's resonance, and that's the only thing that you believe in. I believe you. Pile number 1. I'm like, where are we at? 1460. We've got the frying pan. trouble, accusations coming out here in the horizontal. Yeah. Why are you so magnetic? Because people don't know whether you caused it or it. Why do I feel like something's like sliding down my head right now? It's very strange. I feel like my wig is being blown back. Is that what's going on? Because like it's not moving. It's very stable. I'm like, yeah, I mean, y'all know I wear a wig, right? I love like pick a cards. Like girl needs to protect her crown. And she looks crazy when she wears a hood, right? We love that Timothy McVeigh type of look, but like not really. Hi FBI, I know I just flagged you with that name. But we have the frying pan. So it's like people don't know whether they're in or whether they're out with you either. Yeah, there is definitely a you keep people on the outs. I'm getting like the coquette from Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction, you know, where it's the hot and cold type of energy. I think Cleopatra really wielded that well. I wanted to go off the... Why do I keep... This deck keeps wanting to talk. It's the tea leaf deck. 200 cards for like $20. It's crazy. And it's beautiful. And it's so... I'm just in love with it. Hard to shuffle. A long journey, either physical or mentor, will leave you wiser at the end. The elephant here in the room. Oh, yeah, you don't take anybody's advice. I feel like we're like, it's like now we're going to start repeating ourselves. We've got the dark in reverse. Like no. It's sexy. It's hot. You're magnetic because you don't want it. I love it so much. Okay. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to turn you off and then I'm going to turn you back on for pile number 2. Adios. Okay, so Spirit Team wants you more in the mix. I was like, let me go ahead and like shuffle and all that. And they're like, people want to see you shuffle. People want to see. Okay, so here's the process. So this is how I be. I steal decks from other people. I give them gifts and then I steal them back to use them in my readings. I get new decks. I don't read the entire book. I just bring them on and figure it out as I go. And I really like these tea leaf. Pile number 2. I'm already really happy. I also like, so you might have some like Taurus, Virgo, or Libra placements, specifically Virgo because they're so like with the looks and the this and the other. Taurus and you know why. Taurus and Libra, y'all know why. It's because you're ruled by Venus. But like all of a sudden I was like, oh, my dress matches, and oh, my hair looks good, and I need to adjust this. Boop. And oh my gosh, it like matches the card. And that, yeah, so I'm definitely, somebody's got like a very strong Libra placement. I didn't think I did. I only have like a Libra midhaven or North Node. North Node is Libra? Somewhere along those lines. I don't know, but it's kind of a big deal. I didn't realize like how much it actually, when I get into this energy, because there's other energies, like I can get into Pisces, like I the water signs, I'm just like meh, except for Scorpio, but you know, and we're gonna cinch it. I'm like, let's take energy from the Nightingale and talk less and get more into your reading. What makes you so magnetic? Yeah, I want to pull more animal cards. For shizzle. Here for shizzle. I'm getting like Snoop Dogg vibes. Ooh, I'm getting like today was a good day. Oh yeah, I'm getting like ooh, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to like. I don't even know the words to that, but like I'm getting this like super like. All of a sudden, I feel like a fly girl or something. Like I'm not like this is like this is where I like grew up, but I didn't know anything about it because I was totally sheltered. But I'm totally getting like this chill vibe. You might have like if you're a dude, you might have a soul patch, or if you're a chick, you might wear like big hoops or like jersey vibe. Oh, I like it. What makes you so magnetic? Pile number 2. I'm totally digging the vibes. Dragon. Oh, I like it. Oh my gosh. You're such a faker. Here I go, like, psych. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. So, totally, you hear my, like, now I'm getting a, like, okay, so I'm definitely getting a person that has a, what we call in the aviation industry, I was a flight attendant, if y'all didn't know, and we call it a sympathetic accent, right? So you get around, like, certain people where you start, like, flying a certain route, and then all of a sudden you start, like, speaking Canadian, and your friends are like, who the fuck are you? And it's like, I've just been, like, flying to Detroit for, like, the last 8 weeks. I can't help it. And so you hear we have the dragonfly. So I think on the outside, because this is how I read my cards, and no gatekeeping here. When I use these cards, the first card to come out is the card that how you present, how people perceive you. It's like your sun sign, and people think that you're like, I'm getting like ditzy. Totally ditzy. And I think you're perfectly fine, right? With the nightingale here in reverse, I think you're perfectly fine with letting people think whatever. You're just, that is the energy that you're in. It's like, your opinion of me is not my concern. And so, yeah, take that as confirmation. And then people, as the pile falls down, and it's like, people are like, oh, you don't care about me? This is like perfect strangers too. Like, I feel like you're, whether you're conventionally good looking or not or whatever, I feel like just the way you carry yourself, and I'm not saying that you're not, I'm just saying, like, because anybody with confidence is really, but like a lot of people, I'm not going to come on here and be like, you're so pretty, you're this, that, and either. If you don't feel that way about yourself, I'm not going to be the person that's going to be able to convince you. You got to look in the mirror, tell yourself that you love yourself over and over and over again. Find the things that work well for you. Find the things that work well for your eye shape and your hair color, all these things. Right? Like, you can talk down to yourself or you can do something about it. And I am not here to enable anybody else's. Like, so if you want to go bitch and whine and complain and say, like, I'm not pretty, I'm not enough, I'm not this, that, and the other, but this reading feels really good and it feels like it's resonating with you, but, like, all of those things are the things, then it's like, maybe you need to think about, like, where did those thoughts come from? Because I don't think it came from you. I think it came from other people, and then you just absorbed it. And then you have to realize why you absorb so much. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm an empath. And that's not an excuse either, right? Because being an empath is actually a really huge, huge advantage if you use it. We talk about weaponizing and we talk about monetizing on this channel. And we're going to continue to do it. If you're not interested in picking yourself up and relying on yourself and making excuses and playing the victim, then you need to come back when you've gone through that karmic lesson where you realize we're on the right track over here. Okay? So, what I love is that on the outside, everybody, why are you so magnetic? Because people just don't think that you can see anything. Also, I think they feel like, right, because dragonfly, if you think about a dragonfly in the upright, it's always flitting around or whatever. People don't see you around. You're not, like, really maybe social. You might just be a natural introvert, or you just might be busy. People, I'm an ambivert, right? I can get my energy from now, you know, with what I do, my gosh, I get drained so quickly. But I do have the ability to jump on other people's energy. I am a high priestess, right? So I can ride the energy or the wave of if I'm enjoying myself and I feel safe. But if not, you know, I'll just shut it down, and then, like, everything gets drained. The battery gets drained. And that's what I feel here is, like, you're not going to let anybody drain your battery. So you're not going to do, like, you're not going to, like, jump through hoops or whatever. Like, they can take you to whatever they want to project onto you based on your looks or how you, and I feel like you present yourself well. Again, I was getting that very, like, presentable energy, and even more, I mean, here in the middle, like, this is your ooey gooey center. And first of all, you might have a head of hair, and if you don't, you might have bought it, and ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Like, this can, like, wash and dry and be on the fly type of thing. I don't know, that might be a t-shirt. But here we have the lion, right? And this is like, you do what you say. Like, the lion is what is this? Asgard? What's his name from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? C.S. Lewis, right? This is he was the Christ archetype, right? Like, he got nailed to the cross or sacrificed him on the slab for the children. Like, the whole thing, like, that whole book, if you don't know, is all based on the Christ consciousness and the story of Christ, just based in a fantasy world, right? And so, like, and also with Lord of the Rings, and if people don't know, the two of them, C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien, were very good friends. So we have here this noble I do what I say what I do, I practice what I preach, I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I'm good to people, I this, that, and the other. This is who you are, right? But people don't get to know that. And it's like the worst quality of you is like we've got this phoenix in reverse. Is like sometimes you don't believe it yourself. Right? Like I feel like you're actually your own. I don't feel like it's other people. It's not other people. Sure, people can be like you're never going to rise again. But I actually feel like this is your own. And these usually are. It's like what's holding you back is like you don't believe that you can come back from the ashes. And in everybody else's eyes, you already have. But then I also have here on the bottom of the deck here is we've got this cosmic egg. It's like there's this dichotomy of like how you feel about yourself and how other people. It's like you feel that you can't rise up and people feel that they can't rise with you. So there is something there for the people that are tuning into this pile number 2. Like that's just something you definitely need to work on. What makes you more magnetic? Oh, there it is. Oh, pardon me. I didn't mean to be so loud. You do know it. But that's your way of like riding the line, right? I'm getting like riding the dragon. It's kind of like that. I am creative. So I'm an artist. So I don't have to work, or I'm just very like, we don't have schedules, do this, that, and the other. It's this laissez-faire. I'm going to ride this trope in order for people, like, what are you going to do? Like, start a GoFundMe? And I'm not against GoFundMe, but, or are you just going to, like, get up and do the crap? Look at me, 700 videos, and there are people out there that have 20,000 subscribers with 35 videos. I wasn't consistent. I was just getting on here to do it. I was, like, challenging myself to 30 days of shorts in a row. Like I was doing the thing. I was just getting on here and it was like my diary. Right. And now I'm like, oh no, this is the real deal. This is what I want. Right. I'm like, and when I go for something, but I have like 8 different things that I'm going for. Now they're narrowed down to like 4, possibly. We'll see. But that's where I feel that you're at is, why you're so magnetic is you've got so much going that you're not worried about other people, and other people are really worried about not being in on it because this is ideas. They want to know your ideas. They want to either poach them or be in on them or ride your coattails or receive the clout or be around when you get the clout. Like, yeah. Why are you so magnetic? The teacher, right, with the cobra vibe here, but it's also the mimic. This is people that want to be around you so they can mimic your style. I was going to say your style, hello Mercury, but we love those psychic slips, right? Because you're stale, they feel stale, and they want to use you're like Viagra to people's lives. You're so different. So outside the box. And people can think like it's stroking ego and all this other stuff. But I don't think that people realize like how different you grew up. And when you're completely sheltered or when you're completely, like I'm not going to get into the Mara show here. But people really have no concept. They just see me and they don't understand that I was groomed to look good in social and political situations because I was, right? They also didn't see like how many books I read on a yearly because I was only brought out for occasional school when I wasn't covered in scars from being severely abused, molested, raped, clean the house, take care of the children, all the other things, right? I'm just the pretty light-skinned girl that gets to come out and all the other stuff. This is what you see. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I said it. If you got here, that's why are you so magnetic? Because nobody's home, nobody's family, nobody's gonna get in. Now you don't give a fuck whether they think you're smart, pretty, brains, whatever. Like you have nothing to prove to anybody. Why? Because you've proven it to yourself. You've proven it to your team. You've proven it to your employers. You've proven it to your clients. Whatever it is, you are not looking for outside validation. You already have it. That's what makes you so magnetic. I love it a lot. Okay. I don't even feel like we need to like move. I wanted to get one of these cards and I don't even feel like we needed to do it. I love it. So let's get into pile number 3. I do want to get a shuffle in here. I feel like this, no, that needs to be shuffled. Oh, as my a bunch of phlegm comes down the chute for pile number 3. We do have the black egg here in reverse, like someone whose throat chakra is wide open, because the black egg is all about being magnetic, right? And it's like, what are you? What's magnetic about you is that you're not magnetic. Like, you're the opposite. This would be like, why are you magnetic? Because you're magnetic. This is like, you are the opposite of magnetic, which is why you're magnetic. Getting like, I wasn't going to say popular loner, said opposite loner. That's interesting. I think you're like the life of the party, but like nobody can claim you like in their friend group or something. You are like I'm getting I might have to write that one down. I'm gonna write that one down for shizzle. Oh, that's good. So funny. I wanted to call somebody out. I was like, there's this douchebag that he's like totally hand pen shamed me, like for writing in my hand. He's like, that's so like, why wouldn't you just? And I was like, where's the piece of paper? I have to get it in my head. My phone isn't here. And it was just like this, ooh, I'm a city councilman and I can't go out in public with a woman that writes her ideas down on her hand. How pedestrian is that a woman has ideas and then has the audacity to write it down someplace that's inappropriate where other people can't see that she has ideas. Don't make me say her name. You know who you... Oh my gosh, these cards cannot stop flying off of my... Sorry. The cards, they have a life of their own, right? Like, I haven't been... Have I given you any eye contact? I started a reading like that the other day. And it was so funny to me because I don't think I ever have. And I was like, I haven't even given you eye contact. This might be... If you resonated with that pile, this might be you. Because it's like, I'm just not... What is the name of this reading? Everything's flying off the shelves. Oh, that's interesting. And is it like in a money sense? And I'm trying to think here. Is it in money? No. It's people under the table. It's so... Oh my gosh, it's so much energy, but it's not yours. It's surrounding you. Yeah. You hear me talking about all these other people. They're so... Oh my goodness. Pile number 3. Why are you so magnetic? Did you finally come out of hermit mode? That's where I'm like, okay, now that card might make sense with the black egg. Like, you might have been like in hermit mode for quite a while, possibly years. You might have also been celibate or just like dating very sparsely, or if you were dating, you weren't really like doing it a lot, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's just a lot of people that don't know a lot about your life. There's a lot of conjecture and projection, and there isn't even words about it. We're gonna roll with it because Mercury retrograde, my voice and my speech is gonna be all messed up anyway, so I might as well make some fun words up in the process. Yeah, oh no, yeah, there it is. Pile number 3, you're a lot of fun. What makes you so magnetic? Because you speak your mind, right? Like, you're not afraid to say what everybody else in the room is saying. That's where it is. That's where the black egg in reverse is. It's like, and people, I think, will hide behind that a little bit. What makes you so magnetic? I'm like, now I want to reverse all my cards. I want to, like, do everything different. I think, yeah, I want to do things different. It's like I get around, I get in your energy, and all of a sudden I'm like, what have I been doing? And it's not even something like, oh, I got to go reach for the stars. It's like, I'm like a cool person. Like, I used to listen to cool music. What happened? Why did I stop listening to the radio? Like, I think it's little things. Yeah, I'm getting like basic, like, see, I have no problems being a basic bitch. When people say that, but it was like, people seem like wearing this. These were $2. This was $2.50. This was like $1.50. Everything here, $8. Less than $20 right now with what I got going on. Besides what I got going on. Pair of shoes, like beautiful high heels, $3. It's called being resourceful. It's called being an alchemist. It's called stop. The $50 you spent on some silky little sweater, you could have spent on like 8 pairs of broken in vintage badass heels or whatever. If you took, and you would have enjoyed yourself. With me, I don't just like, oh, I'm shopping for this, that, and the other. No, I take an edible, and then I drink a beer, and then I take a Uber, and I make it an enjoyable process, and I like play dress up basically, and then I come home with things that look great on me, that feel great on me, I spent so little money. I literally I have done a little shopping, so I'm out of 3 bags, like 2 that are solid clothes bags, 1 that's solid shoes, and then the other one is like, I mean, something I can ship, right? All of the things that I've got. So I'm still down to like drop it down to a Greyhound bus if I need to. And so you don't have to, it's called know your colors, know your style, know your cuts, get a capsule wardrobe, right? It's resourcefulness, it's maximizing, it's so good. I'm like I'm just gonna like, do you see? I got this tude. Yeah, no, we're gonna go blue. We're going blue. I definitely feel like this is like it doesn't have to be High Priestess. I feel like I'm getting like a lot of younger energies actually in this pile. My High Priestesses, y'all are watching all of them. I watch all of y'all. You know it. But I feel like I'm getting my little baby psychics, but not even my baby psychics, my baby empaths, right? You have to be psychic to be cool. In fact, being psychic is kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I used to go to raves. I used to party. I used to have a lot of fun. And not to say that I don't now. I just have different interests, but I'm a total hermit. I don't have people that I hate. It's exhausting to be around people. Exhausting. It's exhausting and then what I have to do in order to be around people, and in order to not hear their thoughts, and in order not to pick up on their, like, it's just, I'd rather not, because I have, like, my spirit team, and I have a person, like, you don't, it's quality over quantity, my friends. Here we go. Pile number 3. What makes you so magnetic? Yeah, I'm not even going to bother, like, putting them all, like, I've just learned, like, that's just more time trying to put them all facing down. Who cares? They fly out, they fly out. Resin. Ooh, and summer. Ooh, those are beautiful cards. Like, I'm getting, oh my gosh, what makes you so, it's like you have put, like, resin when we think about, like, for me, like, as a smoker. I'm a toker. Look at peaches. I really want your peaches. Wanna shake your tree. Oh my gosh, there's a tree. Summer. Oh, as the pile falls. Yeah, look at that. With the resin, it's like the leftover. It's like those, like, I know we did last summer, but it's like, I know what we did last summer. It's like all of this, like, why are people so magnetized? Because they have a lot of memories. This is definitely like people that remember you from back in the past here. And then we got glass. Oh my gosh, here in reverse. Speculum. But we got glass in reverse because glass is like, I can see. And here it's like they can't see people. Oh, because you would think like glass, so now they can see who you are. But people are like, oh, I never knew them. That's interesting. Why are you so magnetic? Because people realize, even though you are so right here up in the so magnetic, like you're out there and you're this, that, and the other, that they never knew you, right? They never really got to know the real you. They saw the outer part of it, like whatever you were showing them, but they never got down to the roots of it, right? They never bothered. Why are you so magnetic? I'm getting like a lot of people, I'm getting like regret here. Is there anything else in this pile? Yikes. Iron. Oh, look at this orange and the golden rose and the iron. Yeah, I wish I would have struck when the iron is hot. I don't know when I've said that before. With the golden rose, like the golden egg. energy. Like, I wish that I had, what are people, I feel like it's turning like, what are people realizing about you? But it's more, it is, why are you so magnetic? Because, well, first of all, I'm getting like iron gut, iron gullet. Like, you are iron, like good man in the storm type of energy. Like, you are unmovable, you are resilient, you are reliable. Like, yeah, like, look at that, like, and you are a storm, right? You're someone to be reckoned with. If someone is on your side, if someone is under your protection, then they are under your protection. When you let them go, they fucking fly. Like, it's done. And then we have here the golden rose. First of all, you know you are the golden rose, but so do other people. It's something that's about to crack open. It's like this, like, heirloom type of energy. Like, there is definitely an energy that is floating around you that gives, like, longevity and, like, an empire type of thing. And, like a keep wanting to get, like, not a league, but, like, when you leave a legacy, I'm getting legacy energy. Like, right? Like, you weren't some, like, fly by night type of person. Like, whatever you're building is going to have roots, whether it be, like, you're to be changing something. Like, I'm getting, like, really big energy here with this iron and this, right? Like, you're going to be changing, like, systems. And this tree and the resin, it's like, you know, resin also, I believe, can also be, like, hardened into, I don't know much, but, like, this is the alchemist deck, right? And so I feel resin, I'm just getting, like, this, like, almost like a caulking. It's like taking everything that has been boiled down from the past and, like, breaking, because resin is like, you smoke it. I just remember no resin as a fan of the devil's lettuce. You know, resin still has all the qualities. In fact, it can be really, really powerful and really potent, but it doesn't last long. But it does have that, like, stickage quality, and so that's what's coming in my mind here. Is like, I feel like with the resin, right? This is the alchemist deck, and with the tree, we're talking about, like, tree sap and roots, and, like, people don't know that sometimes the roots of a tree are bigger underground than they are up top. How crazy is that, right? With this energy here of iron, like fortitude, right? And getting, like, family energy, right? Like, roots, iron, like something, and then the golden rose, which is like the cherry on top. Why are you so magnetic? Because you're like the 10 of Pentacles. And no, you're not transparent. And that's okay. It's like one more. It's not, you want me other decks? One more. You get one more. Oh, this energy is, I love ending on this energy. Thank you. I've been feeling so drained from these pick of cards, and I don't want to be, and I had to change my perspective and my mindset, and how different is this reading, right? A little less angry, a little less rageful. Woo! Fire! Hello, Jim Morrison. He's been plaguing me as well, but in a good way, sir. Golden rose. With the iron. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the coloring. Fire. What do we got from the mystical shaman deck? You are in fuego. Pile number 3. Why are you so magnetic? Because you cannot be stopped. You are like, I'm getting like choo choo train, like trains already left the station. It's not like get on board. It's like jump out of the way, bitch. Sexy ass energy. Oh my goodness. Pile number 3. You're gonna make me rhyme. You brought the dimples out in me. I love y'all so much. Oh, that's a really pretty card. I'm like, I haven't seen all of these. I told you I haven't seen all of these cards. So anyways, if you're interested in readings, go check out my coffee shop. You can watch the ads when the ads come on, or you can donate, or you can drop a comment or like, and all of that helps support and gives an energetic exchange with the channel. So we love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Possibly bye.